Check these out. Found them over on the workbench. I don't know who they're originally for, but I know who's taking them. Okay. Let's see if we can find what we need down here. Boop. Should be a big thingamabob that we undo. And then a bunch of stuff comes out. Where might you be though, bud? Right there. That's pretty easy access. And, oh, flashlight. You guys probably want to be able to see, don't you? 7/8? No. 15/16? No. Oh no, 1 inch is gonna be too small. 1 inch is perfect. Okay. Oh! I just threw the wrench in the oil pan. Okay. So you can feel the thread skip, so you know it's out. Then you just go fast, and I missed. Oh, shoot. Oh, dear. Well, I hope he's got some kitty litter. We're gonna need it. Let's let that drain the rest away, see if we can get the filter off. That one right there. The good news is it's going really well. It's a PG channel, okay? I had to... Sometimes a fella just needs to vent, you know? I think it's loose enough I can do the strap now. Come on, baby. There it goes. There it goes. We'll reset. There we go. Okay. Oh. Well, that's one way to do it. I'll check the hour meter. That's what we're rocking on hours. Today is, well, I know it's 22. Yeah, close enough. Let's go ahead and put this back in. Looks like a dinosaur was murdered down here. My gosh. Oh dear. It's just a touch over full. But we haven't ran it yet either, so there's going to be a little bit that goes into the filter. I think we'll be okay with that. Let's fire it up real quick, let it run, shut it down, and then we'll check again. Fritos. A really important receipt, I'm sure of it. And a Pepsi can go, figure. And a tube of grease, so important it's still in the package. Well, that's good. We'll check that one here in a second. Let everything kind of run back down to the reservoir. While we're doing that, let's see if we can get the, well, this one's just got a bunch of cables and stuff around it. It's just kind of, well, how Okay. Let's see what we get here. That's what we're doing, huh? They ought to make something like this, like something with like a strap and a handle on it that you can pull filters off with. They ought to make something like that. I don't know why they don't. It'd be just as handy as that fancy ratchet I used the other day. I don't think I'm doing anything because I'm not catching anything. But if I caught something like this, so that's the problem there. Oh, but I'm telling you what, you gotta start a YouTube channel. I think people might watch it. Ah, I'm telling you what. All right. Now the handy dandy thing is this loader. I don't know if you can see it. Follow my finger, right? There. It's got a primer pump. So we don't have to worry about that. We just got to get the filter off and filter on, and then we should be able to prime it. Can't imagine a lot of. Oh, I forgot to write the hours on the bottom. That's okay. You know, that's really overachieving anyway. Oh, yeah. Where'd the marker go? Okay, which one of you took it? They're really going to be confused about what 5-year-old came up here and changed these filters based on that writing. Okay. Let's try this. We got a winner now. Yeah, we're good. That's plenty. Geez, bud. Okay, let's see if that starts. Should be done in this compartment. Next thing, I don't have the hydraulic filter. We gotta take that out up there and see if we can call it in. See if we can get one. On the chart, he doesn't have the hydraulic filter number on there. And it doesn't show that it was done last time, but it's got to have a hydraulic filter. It has to. And I'm guessing, it's right here. We'll go slow. I can't imagine it has an immense amount of pressure, but normally there's a vent and you can vent these, but I don't see one. We'll just see what it does here. That doesn't fit. I think we're okay. Let's see what's in here. Yep, there it is. Let's see if we can find some kind of number on it. I don't know. Oh, there's a number right there. Let me call the store, the shop we use, and see if they've got one of these. See if you guys got it. It's Wix number 51194. Should be a hydraulic filter. Okay, I'm gonna come by tomorrow morning and pick it up if you don't care to set it aside. Do you guys still have another hydraulic filter sitting down there for them too? We use Schaefer and Pollen for a lot of stuff. It's just a, you know, local mom and pop store, and they literally have, I don't think I've ever called there asking for a filter they haven't had. They always have every filter you need. And if they don't, they always get it the next morning. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome that I don't have to deal with a cat dealer for this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and take the key out so we don't accidentally fire that up without a filter or the reservoir lid on. That would not be great. And then let's go ahead and add that. Should I get a red one? I mean, I've already made the black mark on there, huh? We'll go ahead and add that to the service chart as well. Okay. We're going on an adventure. We're gonna get her greased real good. It's been a while since she's had a good greasing. She's got a lot of moving parts. Oh yeah. Now she's out, of course. No, Mike, we'll run out whenever you get up to an awkward spot. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I like that. Oh, you know, oh no. So my microphone glitched out on me, so I'm going to voice this little part over. That's as far as I can get on the loader that day. We're going to finish it out in this video, but I ran out of filters. We had to call in and get ordered real quick. I'm also supposed to service the John Deere 855, so we're going to jump into that and start servicing that. There's also a mystery leak somewhere on this machine, so we got to try to track that down. I'm also kind of checking out this Power Beyond system he put on here. He kind of rigged this up himself. I'd like to put something similar on the 755. We're going to have to for the dump trailer build. I kind of like what he's got going on. We may try it a little bit differently, but give me some good ideas. Let's jump into this service and see if we can get this thing figured out and find that mystery leak. You know, we probably ought to loosen it. That would make more sense. Knee on the tire. There we go. While that drains, let's do the fuel filter, which is right here, barely right there. What's going on with that? This looks like a homemade, a bolt, a nut, and a washer. It kind of looks like a homemade setup, doesn't it? Makes me a little nervous. I'm hoping that the hoping that this isn't an aftermarket fuel filter, because I bought, well, Mike bought, but I ordered the OEM fuel filter. It's supposed to go with it. That might be a problem. Question. Oh, I catch the drips and the fuel at the same time. So we're going to lose some diesel. Now why won't this come out? There we go. What's going to be easier is just take that daggone bolt off and just has to be some kind of aftermarket thing. It's got to be for it to have this setup. Good news is the fuel never shut off, so it's pretty much full of fuel. There's a bleed screw. I did this one when I did the 955. Mike told me just to do that one. That way, if anything came out of that line, we get the whole thing, which makes sense. We'll do this one. And then it's got a little built-in primer pump here too. That looks fine. Okay. This takes 10W30. This hour meter had to have rolled over. It says 276 on it. Oh, maybe, I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. What is this weird pre-owner stuff that is on here? What are they doing with that? The next thing is the hydraulic filter, which is right there. Sometimes I forget which way things are supposed to go. Let's see if we can get this spun off there. The old belt works pretty good, honestly. It's not, oh, look at that. You can drive it to the right, to the left, to the right. It really does work pretty well. I don't know. There's gonna be, I haven't drained any fluid. I don't know how much is gonna come out of here. Sometimes I drain it, sometimes you know, that fluid doesn't look great, does it? That's not the color it should be. Oh. Anti-rust on that keeper pin, that's good. Has he got two in here or just the one? Two? No, I knew he didn't have two in there. Can't remember what I put on here last time that worked really well for me. Maybe a 16. Looks like somebody used a pipe wrench. May have to do that, but we'll try 17 12 point. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, don't hurt me. You're gonna hurt me. Oh, that didn't work. Well, let's match the theme of a pipe wrench. Looks like that's what we used. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna change that fluid for sure. Now he does have the remote on here. So some of that could be caused by running through some of his implements. Does it even have any fluid in it? It definitely should not be milky like that. With the remote on there, there's the chance that with that cycling through, there could be some bad fluid in maybe one of the implements. Maybe that did it. I don't know. Who knows? I do know we're going to put new fluid in there. That's for sure. So I got my grocery list for the morning. Hydraulic filter for this. Hydraulic filter for this. And fluid for that. And there's still somewhere on here, he said something's leaking. There's a plate somewhere that's cracked and leaking. And I'm supposed to take it to a machine shop. I cannot remember what he said. I got a message into him and we're gonna see. It's not that. We're gonna see what he says and he replies. So we gotta get that off in the morning too. It's always an adventure, you know? It's just an oil change. It's never just an oil change. We'll see you in the morning. And let's pop these out on this. Go ahead and loosen those. Yep. There's gonna be one more behind there I can't quite reach. Go real gentle here. Just a little, there it goes. Oh no, oh! Oh. You guys about went swimming. Oh dear. That would have not been great. Get that out of the way. That out of the way. Yeah, that's starting to come loose. There we go. We're gonna need that for sure. 2 more little bolts to zip out there. Can't quite get on that one because of the dipstick, huh? Okay. Just a little pressure, she should pop off there, shouldn't take a lot. There we go. There's silicone in those threads. Oh, and what do you think that was? Oh yeah, that weld's definitely broke. Here, we'll take a closer look at that. I gotta drain this oil pan and see what all parts I lost today. And there you go, sure enough, right on the inside. If you look real close, you can see it is cracked right around there on that weld. And if you flip that around on the outside, you can feel it with your finger. Well, you can't, you're on the other side of the screen, but I can feel it with my finger. There is a crack right there, which is where that hydraulic fluid is leaking out. And it's aluminum, that's why we're taking it down to the machine shop. Not that he couldn't try to do it here, but you know, if you got a machine shop you like working with, why not drop it off? We are in the service Subaru today. Oh, well that's frozen shut. A little snowy out here, but not bad. Back's open, that's good. Anyway, let's get that to the machine shop. Get some hydraulic filters. Got filters. 855. Loader. Let's spin that on the 855 first. So the 855 is as far as it can go until that piece is repaired. Then we can get that all put back together, but all the filters are on, oil's changed. Let's get this one on. There's a little, get her lined up on there. There we go.
That was easy.
So I was getting this cleaned up. We had joked about painting the wheels, but to be honest, I've got quite a bit more work to do on some other equipment today. I don't really have the time for it, but I did want to clean this up. I don't know why, but I just like when the exhaust looks, you know, somewhat clean anyway. In the cleaning up, look what we found here. So now you guys get to see me struggle to weld. Did you know it was going to be this good of a day? I bet you didn't. We better disconnect the battery first too. gonna try something here. I'm gonna zip tie a piece of glass in front of you. There's definitely going to be holes there, but well, they're certainly smaller than what they were. We'll call that a win. And don't worry, Mike will just have Aaron come behind me and re-weld it like he does everything else. I'll leave the shop after welding, Mike be like, yeah, I think that'll work, that looks good. And then the next video you see Aaron re-welding everything I did, but that's fine. That's part of learning, and I like it. It looks ugly as all get out, but you know, hopefully it works. We'll find out in the long run. Brought this real fancy overspray protector in. There's one last thing we have to do we haven't done yet. I wonder how many people have already made the comment. We're getting it. We're getting it. Got it. Oh, you guys, sorry. Sorry about that. That was my fault. Should have been on this side, huh? That thing is all finished up. The exhaust stack dried. You know what? All in all, the rig doesn't look terrible. It looks better than I expected for a quick little paint job. There, it even looks better now. You know, I got a lot of comments on the Instagram post. I'm just kind of looking some things over, making sure I didn't miss anything. I got a lot of comments on the Instagram post when I was joking about painting the wheels. A lot of people said it needs a lot more than a little bit of love. And that's true. There's some things that need work on this loader. But it's got 20,000 hours. And he didn't buy it to be a showpiece. He bought it to stand down at the lot so that we could use it down there. And we use it for everything. And the bottom line is, it starts, it operates. It's probably the most reliable piece of equipment he has as far as starting goes. I don't know what more you want. It meets all of the needs. Anything more than that is just a luxury, you know? It's just fancy after that. And you got to keep in mind, we've talked about this before, Mike is the only full-time employee at Dirt Perfect. I'm part-time with another full-time job. Man behind the scenes is part-time with a full-time job. Jerry's retired. He loves working, but he also loves being retired. And Matt doesn't have his CDL or things like that to truck equipment, so Matt's limited on what he can do. It's probably the closest thing he has to a full-time employee, but still, Mike's the only full-time one, so he's got to do quite a bit of work himself. The main thing is, does it meet the production needs? That's great. And if we've got some time and energy left over, then maybe we'll do the fancy stuff like paint one day. But you know what, right now, you just can't beat the old thing. Look, I cleaned the gauges, huh? Gave it a little wipe down up here. Don't worry about this part, but I did this part. I know, you're thinking I'm just too fancy for this channel. I know it. pull the pedal up for the fuel shut off. That's just the way it's made. Take that there, that there. The next video will be putting a fan clutch in the Mac, getting the 855 pump all put back together and buttoned up, and fingers crossed getting his Skag lawnmower serviced. Never done that. They're a little bit different than what I'm used to. Well, I'm not used to anything, so everything's a little different than what I'm used to. I went to the Skag dealer. He gave me a whole bunch of tips and tricks on how to do it, and I left there very confused. So that should go fairly well. I can't imagine what would go wrong with it. By the way, if you entered or commented on the contest for the 10 t-shirts, I've only had 5 people reach out to me so far, so I got to get 5 more of the winners. Your names are in this description. Check this description. If your name is there, email me, captaincleeman1@gmail.com, your shirt size and your address. We got to get these names in so I can get the order placed. If it waits much longer, I'll probably just go ahead and place the order with the names we have and do it that way, and we may have to redraw names in the future. But if you look in the description, if you're one of those people, you want a t-shirt, reach out to me. We got to get this taken care of. We did decide after this, it was so successful, we're going to try to do a giveaway once a month. Same thing. We're going to try to do a t-shirt giveaway once a month. The idea is, as we come up with t-shirt designs, this will kind of be like the test run, because you have to order a minimum of 10 t-shirts from where we buy. So what we'll do is we'll try out a t-shirt design, or order 10 of them. Well, and that'll be what we give away. We'll do the same thing, email sizes and all that stuff. So I think it'll be a really neat thing. There's just so much interest in it, and you guys have been so fantastic supporting everything. I don't know how we could do anything less than that. I'm pretty excited about it. Hope you guys are too. Hope you're loving the channel. Great things coming. Great things coming. I don't know. Outros are hard. I struggle with them. You guys know that. But check this out. A subscriber sent me a better way or an easier way to do outros. I appreciate you guys watching. Do truly mean that. We'll catch you on the next one.